So we all know that Windows 10 is a spyware-infested piece of crap that Microsoft has shoved down our throats by forced obsolescence of not supporting previous operating systems which work just fine. You can see here the privacy options in Windows 10, which are enabled by default, and they are worse in information disclosure and collection than what the NSA was doing. But I have come up with a way of mitigating these security lapses that Microsoft thinks it's their right to gather data on people. I've started an open source page, and this is Take Back Your Privacy from Windows 10, right here. And the various settings on here, this will make your Windows 10 probably about 95% STIG compliant with the DISA STIGs. This README tells you exactly how you set this up and secure your Windows 10 and prevent it from disclosing a bunch of crap to Microsoft without your consent or knowledge. And I know for a fact that even though I'm not opted into the customer experience improvement program, it still sends data to Microsoft, such as your USB metadata. My IDS and IPS was triggering on that every time I'd boot up my Windows 10 box, and it would flag the information being sent to Microsoft. These are the various STIG settings, and this is for example vulnerability ID 63,325, and in the DISA STIG viewer you'll see exactly what it is, and this is the recommended settings that DISA recommends. This main STIG reg is all of these vulnerabilities. Everything is set the way it should be if you're trying to STIG a workstation. The only things I didn't include in these registry settings are things like enabling BitLocker or enabling auditing, because this is more for a home computer or a gaming computer, not for a domain computer. You can implement this STIG on a domain computer, and it'll probably get your domain computer about 90 to 95% STIG compliant. The vulnerability ID is all there. You can download the DISA STIG viewer from the DISA.mil and do that. But that's one of the main files for securing your workstation. The other one is the app privacy. This basically goes through and sets your registry settings up correctly to disable all this crap that Microsoft has running in the background, like disable ActiveX install. Nobody uses ActiveX anymore. That is a 1990s or 2000 technology which needs to go away. Cortana uses your location. A feature that Windows has is step recording, which I guarantee you most people don't know about. So say you're surfing the internet and your computer crashes. Well, the steps that led up to that crash are all recorded, and then after your computer boots back up, it sends what you were doing prior to that crash to Microsoft without your knowledge or consent. Say you're surfing a porn site and that porn site has a malicious ad on it and it crashes. Now Microsoft knows you're surfing a porn site. Just if you're doing something that maybe frowned upon, Microsoft records it. Disables Cortana. You'll never ever fully disable Cortana because it's so integrated with Windows 10. It's like Internet Explorer with Windows XP. Until somebody sues Microsoft for doing this, you'll never get that piece of crap off your computer. I don't want it. I don't use it. I should be able to uninstall it. Simple. But like disable error reporting. disable device name sent to your computer name is sent to Microsoft. Your handwriting submissions, and they're telemetry out the ass with Windows 10, and that's what pisses me off so much, that they by default you are not secure. If you want to clear all the event logs off your computer and start from a clean event log, because event logs can grow huge, and if the options aren't set up correctly, then it can literally take over your hard drive. But this little batch file will run through and clear everything out of your event log. All these registry files are included in this all apps privacy reg file. All these V files are the vulnerability IDs for the DISA STIGs. I also have a Win10 batch file, which basically disables any non-secure protocols like SNMP. You shouldn't be running SNMP or TFTP or Telnet or anything like that on your home computer. This section of the batch file disables the diagnostic tracking and actually deletes that service and a bunch of other junk services that you don't need, like retail demo. Who runs retail demo on your home computer, but yet it's still on there? If this service, diag tracker or anything like that, or retail demo exists, it'll disable it, it'll stop it, then it'll delete it. Remote registry should never be enabled on a home computer anyway. You're not in a domain where the admin needs to log in and mess with the, change something in the registry. SSD is the discovery service, which you don't need. UPnP is for UPnP configuration of your router, which you do not want, because that will get you hacked. Windows indexing service. You wonder why your hard drive is just sitting there churning along. Well, Windows indexing service is in the background indexing all your files and sending that hash to Microsoft. Windows search, another crap that doesn't need to be on there. And then this is just various customer experience improvement tests. This is what I was talking about. So even though I'm not part of the customer experience improvement program, these tasks were still running in the background. So that deletes these tasks out of the scheduled tasks and prevents it from running in the future. This uninstalls OneDrive, Windows 10 PowerShell script. This will remove all the crap that you get in the start menu or installed by default that Microsoft thinks the end users want, because Microsoft knows best, like Royal Revolt and Facebook and King.Minecraft, all that crap. I don't play that, but yet it shows up on my start menu. This section of the PowerShell script disables the various services which you do not need on a home computer. And if you do need something, you can just add a pound sign in front of it, like this. You can comment it out just with a pound sign. So say you want to keep OneDrive, then just comment that out. Or same thing with the batch file, just rem it out. Click right here, clone or download, and download zip. Extract all the files in the zip. You can open up the README. It basically gives you a short description. Back your computer up. Take a restore snapshot of your computer. Click create, and you can name it anything. Take back your privacy from Windows 10. So once the restore point was created, you can close that out. Go to the start menu, type in local, and local security policy should pop up in the menu. Right click that, run as admin. Once you have the local security policy MMC open, right click the security settings and go import policy. and go to the directory where you unzip the files and select the Windows 10 local security INF and import that, and that'll set a few of the security settings correctly for the DISA STIGs. Then click reload. Then you can cancel that or close that. Find your stig.reg. Where'd it go here? Right click that, say merge. It'll pop up a UAC. Hit yes. And it'll say adding information unintentionally can damage and blah 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 blah. Click yes. And it should say the keys and values contained in the file were successfully added. Then go back to the README and you can run the Windows 10 batch file. Right click it, run as an admin, and Windows Defender may pop up. Well, it didn't, but and that completed. Then open up the PowerShell ISE, run as an admin, click yes. And to run these scripts that aren't digitally signed with a certificate, you'll have to set the execution policy to unrestricted. So just copy this and then paste it, and then click yes to all, and that'll allow this Windows 10 PowerShell file to run. So what this Windows 10 PowerShell script does is uninstall all the junk software that Microsoft puts on there. I've never used any of these, so I don't want it on my computer, but yet Microsoft seems to think, hey, let's put this junk software on there just for ad revenue. That's basically what it is. And then this section disables all the unnecessary services which are not needed. So all you have to do is click open, navigate to the directory where the PowerShell script is, and click open. Set your execution to unrestricted and click run. And then you can go into your services and look and see that certain services are indeed disabled. And then right click the All Apps Privacy Reg and select merge. And this will import the registry settings to disable all the privacy violations. And then if you want, you can clear your log files by running the clear event log batch file and run as an admin. That'll run through every log file and clear it out. And once that is done, you can restart and your computer is pretty much secured. And after any feature update that Microsoft forces on you, you're probably going to have to rerun these scripts because Windows 10 is notorious for not maintaining or keeping your security settings. Microsoft knows best, right? We'll have to go back into your privacy settings and make sure everything's disabled. This data gathering is probably more extensive than what the NSA was doing. The NSA was grabbing what website you went to or what was in your emails, but this grabs everything on your computer, your keystrokes, your files, your browser history, and sends it to Microsoft. Say you're a competitor of Microsoft and you're using Windows 10 with all this crap, analytics and diagnostics turned on, and there's a little feature in Windows Defender which will send unknown files back to Microsoft. When Windows Defender or the malicious software removal tool scans your computer, it sends the hashes of every file that is not recognized back to Microsoft. And then there's also a option to submit unknown files right here. If this is turned on, all your files get sent to Microsoft. Say you're a competitor of Microsoft and you're making the latest and greatest Microsoft Office add-in that everybody's going to buy and everybody's going to use. Well, this is turned on, then all your source code, all your executables, all your DLLs, all your .coms, all your .sys's, and all your EXEs are sent to Microsoft. Now they have your proprietary software, which is directly competing with Microsoft. By default, this is turned on. And this is one of the things that my STIG settings turns off. There seriously needs to be legislation at the federal government level to rein in these companies like Microsoft and Google and Apple, Verizon, Samsung, that think it's their right to spy on you just because you're using their device. It needs to be a opt-in mandatory option, meaning instead of installing Windows 10 and all the spyware features are turned on, no, an opt-in option is you have to opt in to be spied on. You have to opt in to have analytics sent. You have to opt in to have diagnostics sent. You have to opt in to have your keystrokes sent or your browser history sent. If Microsoft wants to gather this stuff on you, or Google or Apple or any other company, you have to physically go in and change the options to opt in to their data gathering program. Not well, we'll turn it on behind the scenes and everybody will never know about it. Windows 10 is just a data analytics goldmine from Microsoft, and the people of the world are letting Microsoft do this. People of the world are letting Google do this, and Verizon and Apple do this. Your senators and congressmen actually need to do their job for once. They need to pass laws which prevent these companies from gathering data on American people without their consent or knowledge. There needs to be a law that says if you want to gather analytics on people, you will get their consent by having them opt in. This is how it should have looked right out of the box. Everything disabled. You want to use my location? Okay, I have to go in and turn this on. I have to. Not Microsoft, not Google, not Samsung, not Verizon. This should be everything should be turned off by default. This project, Take Back Your Privacy from Windows 10, is open source. If you have a submission that you want to make, head over to GitHub. Use this at your own risk. If you mess up your computer and you don't have a backup, well, don't come crying to me. So this is how you can secure your Windows 10 operating system and prevent Microsoft from spying on you.